Converting a mixed number to an improper fraction. A mixed number is going to be a whole number. Let's do 3 2/3. And that'll be your mixed number. Converting that into a, let me make my pencil a little bit smaller. Converting that into an improper fraction. Okay. So basically, just remember 3 2/3 is 3 whole pies, right? Think of it in this terms. And then another pie that's divided into thirds. That's my fraction, right? Divided into thirds and 2 pieces of that. And when you convert this number, this mixed number, into a fraction, an improper fraction, you are calculating how many thirds are there all together, because we're in thirds over here. So we have 1/3, 2/3, and if I take, let's see if I can get a different color here. Okay, if I take these and I divide them into thirds, still have the whole pie, but I'm dividing them into thirds. Okay, and so this one's already in thirds. I start to count it up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 thirds. 11 thirds is an improper fraction showing this same information. But you're not going to want to draw it all out and count it all out. So remember, you're going to take your whole number, you're going to multiply it by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. That gives you all of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus the 2 pieces over here. So you do 3 times 3 is 9, plus the 2 gives you 11 pieces. And they're all in thirds, so 11 thirds. So to convert again, let's do 1 whole pie. Okay, well, we'll try this. Hang on a second. All right, so let's go back and my black pen again. All right, so let's do 2 1/2, so we can kind of show easily. So I've got 2 whole pies, right? 2 all filled in. That's my whole number over here, 2. And then I have 1/2 a pie. Okay? And I want to convert these into improper. That means I want to cut up the whole pies into the same way that this one's cut up, into halves. So I come back over. I'm doing this slow, and I know you guys have done it before, but I'm doing it slow because I want you to understand why it works, not just do the work. Okay? So I'm going to cut these in halves because I need them all cut up the same. And since this is in 1/2, I'm going to cut these into halves. Just like this one up here was in thirds, I cut these in thirds. All right, so now I can count them up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 halves, because remember this one's not filled in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 halves. That's my improper fraction that represents 2 1/2. These mean the same thing. Okay? So remember, to find it, I take the 2 wholes, I multiply it times 2. That cuts them, that doubles, right? 2 times 2, because that's how they're cut. 2 times 2 is 4, plus the 1 on top, the numerator, gives me 5. 5 over 2, because it's cut into halves still. So 5 halves. So that's converting a mixed number into an improper fraction. What do we do to go from an improper fraction back to a mixed number? Well, in that case, you're just going over and you're doing top dog. All right, so let's go over and do top dog goes in the house. Top dog is your top, your numerator. Okay, so your numerator goes in the house, 11. And you divide by your denominator, 3. 3 goes into 11. How many times? 3 times, right? Which is 9. 2 left over. That 2, a second. Okay, that 2 down here goes over your divisor, right? So 2 over thirds. So 3 holes, that's how many holes you have, right? And that shows that. and 2/3. That shows that. So you're just converting it back. So to change an improper fraction into a mixed number, we divide the numerator by the denominator. So I'll do this one for you. 5, top dog goes in the house, into the house. 2 goes into 5 2 times, just 4. 1 left over. This is my whole number. This is how many groups I can get out of it. So 2. This is my leftover half, 2 and 1/2. Okay? And that gives me back to where I started. So I'm just trying to show you the numbers. So you need to be able to convert a mixed number into an improper fraction, which is what we first did, this mixed number into an improper fraction. You need to be also able to take an improper fraction and convert it into a mixed number. Take those 5 pieces, 5 halves, and glue them back together. You get 2 wholes and a half. Okay? Take the whole pieces and the fraction, break up the wholes into chunks of thirds or into chunks of halves or whatever your denominator is, and convert it over. Okay? So converting mixed numbers to an improper fraction into a mixed number.